When God created us as men, He has created us in His image and likeness, and that means we have this natural desire to lead, to protect, and to provide. But sadly, over the years, this has been lost. We don't know anymore kung paano nga ba talaga maging isang tunay na laki. Kaya, pare, let this episode be our guide in uncovering who we truly are and discovering through manhood. Ano bro? G? Good day friends, my name is Jokas and welcome to LP Specials. And today we're going to talk about the truth about men. So, who are we as men? Number one, real men are selfless, or in Filipino, ang tunay na lalaki ay hindi makasarili. When God created the first man on earth, his name is Adam, he was given the responsibility to take care all of the creation of God. Imagine, nag-iisang tao, aalagaan at tagapangalaga ng lahat ng ginawa ng Diyos. And for him to accomplish this feat, to accomplish this task, he must really be a selfless man. Katulad na lang ni Adam, tayo din, we have this calling to be a selfless being, to give and to give. As men, we must be willing to sacrifice, to put others first, to put God first. When God called Adam to name the animals, Adam was quick to respond. Walang wait lang, walang teka lang, walang ako muna, because it was clear with Adam who he is as a man. To be selfless. Kaya bilang mga tunlaki, we are called just the same. Sana hindi tayo natatakot na mapagod.
I could do this all day.
Sana hindi tayo takot na mahirapan, na pagpawisan, na masaktan. Because we as men, we are called to a self-emptying love o pag-ibig na kayang ibuhos yung sarili. Number two, real men are strong o ang tunay na lalaki, malakas.
Spartans! What is your profession?
As a steward of God's creation, Adam was given the task to cultivate the land and to protect all the other creatures. But even more special than that, Adam was called to protect Eve. You all remember the story of how God put Adam to sleep and how He drew Eve out of Adam's rib. Adam's rib out of a man's rib. You know what that signifies? It signifies that we as a man, we are called to use our strength to protect all those who are put under our care. As men, we are born to protect. We are to add value in God's creation. Malakas tayo bilang mga lalaki. And we are called to use His strength to help out people, to protect people. We are to use our abilities and capabilities to add value to the people around us, especially the women, the elderly, and the children. But the problem of the world is, it's not because men are weak. The problem of the world is, men have misplaced their strengths. We are using our abilities, our talents, and capabilities in our strengths for the wrong reasons. We are using our strengths to protect our self-interests. We are using our strengths to protect our egos. We are using our strengths to protect our pride. We as men, we are called to be strong for the right reasons. We are called to protect what is true, what is good, and what is beautiful. Number three, real men are leaders. Genesis 1:28 says, God blesses them and says unto them, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the fowl of the air and over other living creatures who crawl upon the earth. This is our calling as men. We're called to follow God and to lead people to Him. Maybe our family, our friend, office mate, classmate, ka-ML, ka-Dota, ka-basketball, or even ka-Zoom. It could be anyone. We're called to bring Jesus to them and to bring them back to Jesus. And as men, we are also called to lead courageously and to step up in doing what is right for the greater good. As men, we are also called to stand up to what is true and to actively participate in God's purpose for us. Hirap ba? So how do we really live out this authentic manhood? You know what? The world needs you. The world doesn't need a boy. The world needs men, real men who accepts their true identity that can only be found in Christ. We as men, we are all equal, but at the same time unique. We have different gifts that only us possess. We have talents and capabilities that we can show onto the world. And that's what the world needs. The world needs men to step up. The world needs men who knew who they are, who accepts and flaunts their manhood that is based on Christ. Second, be a true bro. Proverbs 27:17 says, as iron sharpens iron, as one person sharpens another. Surround yourself with people who can make you a better person, who can make you a better man, because a bro lifts a bro up, and be accountable with one another. And lastly, a real man has his heart centered on Christ, because a real man is a man who prays. A real man is a man who follows God. A real man is a man who follows God's purpose for him. So as we end, may we be empowered as men who will stand up to this world, bringing the cause of Christ. May we realize where our true strength lies. It lies with God. It lies with Jesus, who is selfless, who is powerful, who is strong, and who is centered on love. May we be like Him, so that whatever the world throws at us, we may never lose our identity. So my challenge is, man up, know yourself. So to help us in our journey as men, which among the truths that we talked about in this video do you think you need to improve on? Comment your answers below and let us know why. This has been Jokas, and thank you for joining us in this episode. If you've been blessed or inspired by this episode, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Hit yung bell button so that you're updated in all the episodes of LP Specials. And by the grace of God, we will live pure.